All right, imagine you see a question like this: chlorine water bleaches by dash. Very simple question. I'm not just going to answer this question because you need to understand the concept of bleaching and that hypo that you use to wash your clothes at home. It's called hypochlorous acid. But we call it because it's hypochlorous. That hypochlorous is an old name, anyways. So they don't want to call it what they just say hypo, but it means hypochlorous acid. Let me explain. Now, when water is dissolved in chlorine gas like this, eventually you have something like this: HOCl and HCl. I will give another jam question with this question. Now, this HOCl is called ozochlorate 1 acid. That is the IUPAC name. That's the name we know now. The old name is called hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid. But the new name is what? Ozochlorate 1 acid. Okay, this is the new name. So this is the hypo. Now, don't forget, if you wash your clothes, your white or anything with hypo, now you realize that after washing, you will see there will be a slippery texture of that white. Now, that slippery texture of that white is as a result of what? ACL. A very important question in JAM. They will ask you the slippery nature or texture of your clothes that you wash with hypo is as a result of dash. It's as a result of what? ACL. Please take note of that. It's a JAM question. Then how do you help it? What do you do? You have to wash it with more water. You understand? You wash that particular clothes with more water to remove this ACL. So this is what is necessary for that slippery nature. Slippery nature. This is a JAM question. This slippery texture of that cloth. Now that's not where I'm going. Now that means this is what is important to us. So if HOCl, ozochlorate 1 acid, is exposed to atmosphere, sunlight, just like you do when you wash your clothes, you realize that something will happen. Look at what will happen. This guy will go to HCl, which is what is necessary for that slippery nature, plus oxygen, or sometimes they just oxygen plus dye. So this is what bleaches that dye. Oxygen. So addition of oxygen is what? Oxidation. That is why chlorine glass, this chlorine water here, which is this hypochlorous acid, bleaches by what? Oxidation. It bleaches by what? Oxidation. Please take note of that. Chlorine gas bleaches by oxidation. Like this hypochlorous acid here. Look at this. HCl and oxygen plus the dye, the cloth that you are using. So it oxidizes it. So it bleaches by what? Oxidation. So the answer here is what? Oxidation. Please take note. But there's a way I used to know it because I need to know how SO2 bleaches and how chlorine gas bleaches too. So this chlorine gas here, it is starting with C. So it is cotton. So it is like plant, somewhat. So why this one? We used to be animal silk. SO2, it is what? Silk. That's why I used to know it. Don't forget this SO2. If chlorine gas bleaches by oxidation, SO2 will bleach by what? Reduction. Please take note of that. SO2 bleaches by what? Reduction. It's a jam question. SO2 bleaches by reduction. So that is very important. So this is the idea behind it. So that's why there's exposure to sunlight. When you wash your clothes, the oxygen will be exposed here. Then oxygen plus dye. That's oxidation. So chlorine gas bleaches by oxidation. I hope you got value. If you have not joined our class, send a message to me on WhatsApp or send a message to me on TikTok to add it to the group. See you in the next video. Bye.